12 midday now, and you might be able to see I've got something a bit sparkly on, and I probably look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. Basically, I've done the college drop-offs this morning. I tried to go to Aldi, and there was a barricade of people, the people that work there, not letting anybody in. So I couldn't go to Aldi. Luckily, I have got some dinner, but I was going to get something for tomorrow evening, and a few bits to try and get me through the days that, you know, over Christmas. But never mind. So I came home. I did a bit of advent calendar opening that you've seen already, and yeah, I got a few jobs. I got ready for skating, but it's absolutely blowing a hoolie. There's basically a storm. If you live in the UK, you're probably well aware of it. There's a storm, and it's got a name, and honestly, my hair, look at me, my hair is all over us. Like, I have been skating, so I've been jumping and spinning, and my coach, what she wants me to work on now, she's really happy with a lot of things I'm doing, the quality of my jumps and things. She wants me to work on my speed, which I totally agree. So yes, she's making me skate as fast as I could and then do a jump. And yes, it's a bit more alien, because I'm going around at a modest speed, but yeah, I'm trying to push myself a little bit. So anyway, I've got to go and get my middle son soon. He finishes early on Thursdays now, but I'm going to nip in, take my skating bag in, and I'm going to grab my book and my knitting and then head over there. So at least I've got something to do while I'm waiting, because he's meant to be coming out at 12:45, but he said it could be earlier. So I'm going to go over there now and just wait and have a bit of me time. Well, I've had a bit of me time on the ice, but it's got, there's lots of people, teenagers and things there, so yeah, you gotta have your wits about you when you're doing these things. So anyway, I will see you a bit later. Welcome back. It is now 4:20. Early evening, and yeah, I'm going to do things a little bit differently today, and I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't find this a bit boring, but I won't be able to show you any advent stocking today from Arnie and Carlos, because the time I'm doing this bit of video, they haven't released the next bit of pattern yet, and I haven't knitted it. But I've got tennis tonight, so, and it's rather late. It's my latest thing I do in the whole week, basically, is my tennis on this day. And yeah, so I decided to do it earlier, but there will be some knitting, because I've got the Nordic sweaters to show you and things. So I have done some knitting on my bullfinch stocking. I've embroidered the other bullfinch that I hadn't embroidered, and I've actually done a few rows, but it's not worth showing you, really. Well, I don't think so anyway. But we're going to do advent calendars, dress a wooden man and things. And what have I done with the sweater? Now, I must admit, out of all the sweaters, I wasn't sure about doing this colourway. It's the ribbon red with the peat, it's called, isn't it? The black. I really wasn't sure about it, but I'm glad I've done it, because I did want them all to look different, and there isn't another one like this. But it's probably it was probably my least favourite. But now I've done it, I do rather like it. I suppose it looks very oriental, do you think? So anyway, I'm going to dress a wooden man, who I did get one ready, and we got this one, a very festive one, number 8. So red is a lucky colour, isn't it, in some cultures? You know, like if you watch like Lunar New Year and things, if you watch like the Chinese parades and things, yeah, I'm sure red is a lucky colour. So anyway, here we go. We have another wooden man dressed up. You can stand with the number 20. I generally group them together a little bit with their, their partners, the ones that they're near. And I will hang another one up on the washing line at the end. So, you know, you might have seen an array of things coming out of my homemade advent calendar, and you were right, because what it is, I've got a number of things. I'm trying to just stuff them all in now because we're running out of days. So yeah, I got a number of things out. I got the final pencil out from the Flying Tiger. Now all of these have been wooden, they're not like erasers or anything, and yeah, and I just have to sharpen them up. But yeah, I've really loved having these. Is my hair still messy? Yeah, I have tried to brush it since this morning. Yeah, it's the wind, like it blew a hoolie all evening actually, and it blew our plastic dog kennel all the way down the garden this morning, and trees have been coming down all over the place. I was trying to drive around with the radio on, and I've got these traffic reports, and it kept popping up, a tree has fallen, avoid this area. So yes, it's been a bit like mayhem, and just with people trying to get into town for Christmas shopping, and I'm just trying to, you know, collect my children, and I'm having to deal with all Christmas shoppers. It's not a lot of fun, is it? It does, like, I must admit, this has to be, I'm going to sound like the Grinch now, the worst time of Christmas, don't you think? It always is, but I'm still enjoying myself. But anyway, oh my goodness, one's fallen off. Maybe it's meant to come out. This is what I got in the Barbie 12 Days of Christmas calendar, and it's come out. I don't know how. I didn't tug it. Did you know today, you probably know this already, is the shortest day. So I'll put the daylight, everyone's daylight hours is different, so I'll put the daylight hours for my area up. So yeah, but the sun has already set here at this, it was at 3 something, and yeah, so it's just been crazy. I know that it's come out again. Basically, it's a poinsettia that came in the Barbie 12 Days of Christmas calendar, but I've had one come out, and when I try and push it back in, it's bending. So maybe I need to look at that in some light, see how deep it is. No, it's not going back in. I might try and make that hole a bit bigger and then put it back in, because I think I'm going to break it, which would be a real shame. But it's beautiful, isn't it? And it matches mine. Which is not looking so good now. Actually, the soil is looking a bit dry. I have been watering it, but maybe not enough. Maybe I was more enthusiastic at the start of the month, and as this porch is getting busier and busier, maybe I've neglected it. So what was I saying? Oh, I photographed myself in my dress this morning as well, and I posted it on social media. I haven't hemmed it, I just wanted a photograph as it is, and I've measured the short bit of skirt without the ruffle, and if I wanted that straight skirt to get all the way kind of down to my ankles, I would need to add, for me, 36 inches, and then if I want the ruffle, just minus whatever size ruffle I want. So that's if I want one to the floor. So yeah, so that's good. I've just got to remember 36 without a ruffle, and then I can work it out from there. So, but this particular one, I'm going to make the ruffle, I'm going to leave the skirt as it is, because it was a big job attaching the ruffle and, you know, sealing the edges and things. I'm going to just have a small ruffle on this one. But yes, it's really lovely, and thank you so much for all the lovely comments on social media. I'll make sure I've included the photograph here for you to see it on, and I'll re-photograph it when I've you know, finished it off properly and things. And I definitely will make that dress again in another fabric. That would be really lovely. So the things that I got in my calendar that I put in there myself, how many things did I get out? Oh yeah, the pencil. A doll lollipop. Now, I didn't purchase this. This was a freebie with something I purchased. It's good, isn't it? Do you think it's Blythe size? Annabella can't hold it because she's got her mittens on. Right, let me get another doll. Right, that was a bit of an epic fail. I went to get one of my other Blythe type dolls. I know my authentic Blythe dolls don't have the capability of gripping something in their hand, but my copycat type ones, you can change the hands. And I just delved into the tin of hands, and not one of them has the capability of holding something like this. Not unless I maybe get one of them and drill a hole so it could hold a lollipop stick. So Harry is getting a lollipop, although it's not very to scale. It looks a bit of a giant lollipop. Maybe one that he'd get from the Weasley brothers, actually. So he's getting something else today. That's not bad scale. It just looks like a larger lollipop, doesn't it? Right, and the other thing that I got out of there was another pair of Blythe size sunglasses. Now, do you remember me telling you I got a few different ones? So maybe Annabella. Oh, and mittens have just popped off. Let's take the red ones off. Looking cool there, Annabella. This cape is lovely, isn't it? They look a bit wonky, don't they? It's the way I've put them on. Yeah, that one's not sitting over here. She looks so moody. Or sassy. Yeah, the chickens are in bed already. They go to bed so early at the moment. So what I did grab while I was in there, and this isn't festive, but this is something I've knitted, and basically it's a pattern by Arnie and Carlos for Knitted Bird. They've got a bird book, but I basically made it in Harry Potter Gryffindor colours. But yeah, it's really cute, isn't it? And then you make these wire feet that go around like this. You could make wire feet and stuff it in the bottom, but this is what they had done, and I just wanted to do the same. I sometimes like to do that sometimes with designers. Sometimes I like to do my own thing, put my own spin, but sometimes I just like to do it their way just to see. But yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I'll put him down there with Harry. So yeah, so that's my calendar opened. So we've still got Barbie to do. I can see, oh there it is. It's really falling apart now, this calendar. Oh wow, why does this happen? It's a pair of shoes. So I've been waiting all this time to get some shoes for her, and now she has them 2 days in a row. I forgot to mention what the Minnie's got. The Minnie's got some butterbeer, 2 of them. Harry's holding one of them. What I'm really desperate for from that calendar is a top for Hermione, so Harry can have his Harry jumper. Yeah, but Barbie's got some more platforms. I'll put them on her. I've got to watch my Minnie doesn't take these pink boots. I think she's got her eye on them. I've got to make sure I'm reading my book at home now, because I've been reading my book while I've been waiting for the boys to come out, and they've broken up today. So no more school runs for a little while. Do you know what we've had when we've got home to celebrate? Before I've done this video, we've had Christmas pudding with custard. Because we're going out for Christmas dinner. I like to make my own Christmas puddings, but haven't made any this year, so I picked up this 9-month matured one in Aldi, and yeah, we've had it's meant to be for 8 people, so I just cut half of it out, and 3 of us have just had it with a whole thing of custard between us. Jack had a second helping, and that made it all go. But there we go. It did taste alcoholic. I must admit, I felt like I'd had a bit of alcohol, because I haven't had any alcohol for so long. I could actually feel this alcohol in the pudding. It hadn't cooked off, I'm sure. They're lovely, aren't they? Oh, so I'll put those safe. So we've got Harry's one to open. Now, when I've done my knitting later, maybe I'll, take a photo, or I won't come back on camera, I'll give it a wave so you can see it, or maybe I'll just save it for tomorrow, I don't know. It just depends on what happens when I get home, because obviously I could start editing this and get it up to you a bit earlier, because I've been basically editing my videos when my husband has already fell asleep, and I must admit it's making me really tired. It's a really small one today. It took me a while to find it. You see what it is? It's the Golden Snitch. Now that's in the very first book and movie. So if you ever get into Harry Potter, now my mum says she doesn't like Harry Potter, but I think what's happened is my mum probably just saw little bits and bobs of the movies on TV, because they're on a lot, aren't they? But you've really got to start at the beginning. You just watch it from the beginning, or read the books, you know, and because then you'll really you'll get, you know, the love for Harry himself. He's got to lose a lollipop. This is a bad day to get this lollipop, wasn't it really, Harry? Yeah, I'm really going to have a rethink what I can do to those hands so they can actually hold something. Oh, my husband's here. Right, so I've opened all the advent calendars. I will leave you with a music video showing you the things that I've showed you today, and I will get my knitting done later. So what I'll do is I'll include that knitting at the very end, but I probably won't come back on camera because it's going to be rather late when I get back from tennis. But this is my last tennis now, before Christmas. I think it's all shutting down and everything now. So yeah, I definitely want to get to it. So yeah, so it's getting exciting. I think it will really feel like Christmas is on its way tomorrow, because I won't have any school drop-offs to do. And yeah, tennis and things will all be over. Yeah, the holidays will truly begin. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this episode today. I hope it wasn't too boring. You know, I can't have an exciting day every day, although it is rather exciting for me. I've had ice skating, I'm going to tennis, but obviously it's not very exciting for you, is it? Unfortunately. But yeah, this is just the way it is today. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Baby, shall we make that peppermint fudge chocolate thing? Would you like to see that being done? Maybe I could. It just depends. I think my husband's here tomorrow, and I get a bit camera shy when he's here. But if I can maybe get the kitchen to myself, maybe I'll do a little cookery show for you. That'd be funny. You make something I've never made before. And it's foreign as well. I don't understand any of the amounts of anything either. So anyway, thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. What is it, Kevin? Annabella can hold the lollipop. Ooh.